And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center position. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Conley against Booker for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Right side, Conley. Misses from close range. And here are the Suns now. Booker the pass to Dunn. And Beal kicks to Durant. From downtown, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot it.
Pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Edwards, good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Beal. Back to Booker. Mike Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Good D by Booker.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And finished off by KD.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
Randall outside. Over Durant. Out to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Durant. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Durant's got 7.
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
From outside, off the mark. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota, trailing by 2. Conley's shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Love the confidence Durant has in that jump shot. Doesn't let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
No good on that one. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And he sinks the second.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Randall against Durant. Randall no good. Suns leading by 3. Pass to Durant. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now Gobert. It's hauled in by Dunn. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. The shot, no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Edwards, that's good.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Here's Richards. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Booker. The shot from the low post is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Conley. Randall right side. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to KD. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards dishes to Conley. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Dunn. Still without a basket. Booker with no one around, and the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Back to Randall. Over Durant. Randall no good. Suns leading by 4. Dunn outside. Outside Durant. And the shot is good. Durant's got 10 points.
He's just too long and lanky. Durant can go through you or around on the inside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Get ready, everyone. You see the top on the screen. You saw it your best dance move. Let's go.
making a change. O'Neal's checked in.
Suns substitution, number 00, Royce O'Neal.
Katie against McDaniel. It's Edwards on the wing. To the inside.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And he knocks down the first one. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
And Gobert drops them both. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Now here is Conley. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Edwards, good.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
And Booker kicks to Durant. Booker looking around. A 3. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Randle. Here is Edwards. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Durant way outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Shoots over Beal. Edwards with another miss.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Durant off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Back to McDaniel. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It's Beal on the wing. Edwards defending. Beal can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Randle. Scoreless thus far. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
You know, they like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And the Suns making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. O'Neal outside. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Reed. The tray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Booker. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Minnesota leading by 3. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. So for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. Minnesota with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Randall outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Clark. And the Suns also making a change. Jones is checked in. Beal against Edwards. Jones kicks to Allen. And nothing is falling for him right now. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point game. Here's Alexander Walker. Allen defending. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Beal deciding where to go with it. O'Neal is screen on Edwards. Down low. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Jones. Pocket 6. O'Neal sets the screen for Jones. And he starts out with the miss in this one. Minnesota leading by 6. 4 seconds separating the shot game clocks. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Edwards with another miss. DiVincenzo against Beal. From the stripe. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Jones in at the point guard position.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Up top, Plumlee. Pass to Beal. Jones for 3. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Jones has got it all tied up now for the Suns. Minnesota shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Mano a mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now here's Beal. He has yet to score. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Alexander Walker up top, defended by Allen. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. Shoots over Beal. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Beal against Edwards. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Minnesota in the lead. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Now here's Plumlee. And here's Jones. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Edwards looking it over. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Minot. Inside, here's Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Beal, the pass to Jones. Back to Beal. Plumlee against Reed. Plumlee dishes to Jones. That's tipped. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Edwards flies in to cap off the break. What hustle!
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease there.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
We should have saved on the ball. We are typical. You can't do it.
Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Jones. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside, Beal. Back to Booker. Over Conley. Phoenix, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Booker the pass to Plumlee. O'Neal on the wing. Conley against Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Conley kicks to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Plumlee. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Conley. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
And it's Beal in the corner. Dunn sets a screen for Beal. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Reed. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Beal. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 5. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Here's Booker after the basket by Minnesota. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Edwards dishes to Gobert. That one good for 2. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, this is where you want Gobert to have the ball.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to O'Neal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Anthony Edwards. The Suns have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And if he gets looked that plainly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
A free throw drops for Gobert. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Suns trail by 9. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from KD. Pass to Edwards. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A baseline J, and it's good. 2 points. Booker's got 9.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Here's Randall. Durant with some nice D. Suns trail by 7. Here's Jones. Outside for Durant. No good with the triple.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
From 12 feet out, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Jones, the pass to Booker. Over Edwards. That's good from Booker on the assist from Jones. 11 points in the game.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Pass to Edwards. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding. Back to Jones.
KD looking around. 5 to shoot, and the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And the Suns also making a change. Grayson Allen's checked in for Tyus Jones. And here's KD for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's a scary sight for the defense. The last thing you want is for Durant to find his rhythm from downtown.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Nick Richards, he's checked in for the Suns. Beal comes in for Grayson Allen. Phoenix on defense. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Randle, top of the key. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns trail by 4. Here's Beal. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Mr. Gobert. To the middle. Here's DiVincenzo. Randle with the ball. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Durant with the wide open look. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer, Randle drills the three-pointer. Randle's got 5 points so far.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. Minnesota's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. McDaniels finds Randle. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker outside. Here's Richards. Kicks it out to Booker. Richards with it. Working on McDaniels. Richards passes to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And another shot. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Pass to Conley. Over in the corner, Randle. Gobert with a screen for Randle. Shoots over KD. Randle can't get that one to fall. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant kicks to Dunn. Back to Durant. Minnesota with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McDaniels passes to Randall. Gobert the screen. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Money from the wing. He's got 7.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Budenholzer. Mike, your evaluation of the first half.
Well, I think both teams' defense is pretty good. Hopefully somebody can catch a rhythm here and score some points. Hopefully we can be better there.
And that'll be key as the game goes on, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Suns trail by 7. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Beal. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 6 rebounds here tonight. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride. Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Beal against Edwards. Beal the pass to KD. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 6 assists now in the game. Timberwolves leading by 6. Outside Edwards. Randall a screen on Beal. Edwards. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
There's no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Pass to Richards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Richards at the line for 2.
The first one falls. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Outside Edwards, a 3-ball. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside for Beal. Booker outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The assist, Bradley Beal.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Randall no good. On offense, here are the Suns. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. No good from Booker. Conley surveying the D. Pass to Edwards from deep. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 8 rebounds in this game. KD finds Beal. Booker with it. He's got 15. Again, the miss by Booker.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Looking to get it going. Ooh, Booker taking the hit.
And the deft touch from Booker. I love when he gets fancy and lofts it up there like that.
Now here is Conley. 5 points in the game. Over to the left wing. He can't get it to go. Good D by Booker. And here's Phoenix. They're on an 11-1 run. Beal the pass to Booker. Over Conley. That's good from Booker on the assist from Beal. Beal's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Randall. A three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got 10.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Outside Durant. Back to Booker. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 6th rebound on the night. McDaniels against Dunn. Fires from deep. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Beal. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Edwards passes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And Booker kicks to KD. to Booker. Puts up a deep three. Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Shoots the three. And they recover it. Goes back up. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Pass to Booker. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by one. Edwards with the screen for Conley. Off target with his three.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Beal. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Edwards. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. That one drops for him. And it's a 3-point Suns lead.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Randall against KD. Banked in off the glass. Randall's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Like everyone's watching.
The Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. So the Suns making a change here as well. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. Here's O'Neal. Outside, Beal. Here's O'Neal. Back to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Booker the pass to Durant. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Now here's Gobert. Pass to Edwards. The three. Cans it from downtown. Edwards got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Here's Beal. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Richards. Richards. Outside Durant. Here's Booker. Great touch on the 16-footer. Booker's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
This is what he does. Booker, an aggressive scorer who doesn't take any possessions off.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Guarded by KD. Randall no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. The shot by Beal, no good. Timberwolves shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Another miss by Minnesota.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Timberwolves shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here's KD. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Edwards. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Booker. What hustle by Booker.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. And Allen subbed in for Kevin Durant. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall against O'Neal. 5 on the clock. Clark outside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
So for the Suns, Dunn comes in for Allen, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Booker. Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Jones sets the pick for Dunn. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 3-point Suns lead.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 16 points.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Here's Jones. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Suns lead by 3.
And whatever it was at halftime worked because their offense far more effective here in the second. They finally found some sets that are working for them.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot. DiVincenzo's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got O'Neal, Tyus Jones out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Dunn in at the 3. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Going inside, and the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Outside Edwards. Over Booker. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Booker draws the double. Jones, no luck. Minnesota shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Pass to Garza. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Well, Phoenix shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. To the middle. Jones finds Booker. Right at the free throw line. Garza pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Plumlee against DiVincenzo. Now, Alexander Walker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Jones against DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Wants to get it to Reed, and does.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves. Reed. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker. Both free throws good from Reed. Jones with it. Pass to Booker. Plumlee with a screen on DiVincenzo. For three, Booker. Ingles with the rebound. Minnesota shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Back to Conley. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They grab their own miss. Reed gets the bucket.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Conley against Jones. Plumlee with a screen on Conley. Jones, the pass to Plumlee. O'Neal from long range. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Booker draws the double. O'Neal wide open. Phoenix no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 4. DiVincenzo the bounce pass. Reed kicks to DiVincenzo. Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Plumlee. A kick out to O'Neal. Now, here's Dunn. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Booker, and he lays it straight in. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Reed with it. It's rebounded by O'Neal. The Suns trail. Outside, Jones. Pass to Booker. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Booker, no good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And the basket by Edwards.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jones for 3. Drills it from outside.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now, here's Ingles. It's hauled in by the Suns. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dunn. Plumlee trying to break loose. Dunn misses. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's DiVincenzo. Phoenix grabs the miss. Plumlee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Inside, here's O'Neal. A miss that time would have put him up. Minnesota in the lead. Down low. Here's Conley. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Booker. Ingles with the rebound. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Conley. Pass to Ingles. And here is DiVincenzo. Defended by Booker. Launches it. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. To the inside. And done with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Jones against Conley. Pass to Ingles. Now Reed. He's guarded by Plumlee. From down low. Out to Conley. It's up a three. O'Neal with the rebound. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Jones up top, guarded by Reed. Jones, no luck. The Timberwolves shooting just 34% from the floor. Oh, Edwards!
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Booker outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Booker. Now Edwards. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Plumlee in the post. He's against Reed, and it's slammed in by Plumlee. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Edwards inside. Dunn covering. Edwards can't hit. The Suns shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And that one, good. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
All right, come on, get down for your Timberwolves breaking game.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Phoenix also making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. See how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
All right, thank you, David. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Outside, Beal. Back to Booker. A fader. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Pass to Randall. Bounce pass Conley. Gobert down low. Defended by Richards. A shot. Conley's shot is off. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Done outside. And it's off from 3-point range. The Timberwolves shooting just 34% from the floor. 2 points, that one goes. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Booker outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert, Minnesota in the lead. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Here's the 3. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And they get it. And Booker with the layup. Booker's got 38 points.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
Out of the Raptors, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
104 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker against Conley. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Ahead. A shot by McDaniels. No good. Done outside. Inside. Richards with it. Gobert on him. Done. A new 14 for the Sun. And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
And the Suns call time. They trail by 7. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Minnesota, MyCAREER taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And the Suns call time. They're behind by 7. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
If you see a couple of 3, you know what to do.
Here's Booker. And rebounded by McDaniels. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-4 run. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
coach know you better put